Please listen carefully.
Hello, universe. Welcome to the Optimist Daily Update. I'm Ariel Tienko.
And I'm Summers McKay.
And we are part of the team behind the Optimist Daily, making solutions the news. Every day, we bring you reader-funded solutions news so that we can change the tenor of news media, social media, and the direction of all of our days to help us get focused on solutions.
7 days a week, we publish positive news stories written by award-winning journalists and delivered online to your inbox and through our social channels. And also, we are sharing these solutions to make commute-worthy, walk-worthy, home office-worthy, TGIM-worthy podcast. Today is Monday, the 25th of April, 2022. Hello, happy Monday, friend. How are you?
Happy Monday. I'm doing well. I'm feeling pretty refreshed after the weekend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling like this perpetual battle of pollen in Austin, Texas is continuing, which is fun. I also had kind of an exciting and terrifying thing happen over the weekend where there was a coral snake in our yard.
Ooh.
And I almost stepped on a coral snake. I didn't almost step on it, and it probably was like 12 feet away, but it feels like I almost stepped on it, right? Because out of the corner of my eye, something wiggled. It was early in the morning, and I was outside alone, and I just had this moment of terror because I thought, how deadly are coral snakes? Am I in danger? Is my baby in danger? Should I not let my dog outside? And so I am very much in the spring snake season sort of feeling of pollen and whatnot. So it was a fun and refreshing outdoorsy weekend. And, I'm a big birds, bees, and bugs person, but I guess I also have to like the snakes too.
I mean, snakes are something that I actually don't need to worry about anymore living in the Netherlands, but I still have the habit of seeing a twig or a very girthy branch on the ground and thinking that it's a snake because in Costa Rica,
Right.
we had to deal with a lot of different snakes. And there's Facebook groups and stuff amongst the community just posting photos of huge snakes being like, is this venomous or should I just leave it? Or is it a constrictor?
Right.
Because I have a lot of friends who've lost their pets, sadly,
to constrictors, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't think there are many constrictors out here. Rattlesnakes are a bit scarier because they're aggressive. Coral snakes are not aggressive at all. They're beautiful and they're like, leave me alone. I just want to be pretty and eat other things, not people or dogs. So, but I have to say the adrenaline that came from this moment of fear and terror, and I didn't realize I was afraid of snakes. And I don't think I actually am. It just the situation all came together. But that adrenaline has kind of stuck with me for days. And so I'm out working on the garden and I'm just I feel like I'm a little edgy, but that's okay. That's my exciting news.
Yeah, wow. Mine was probably more relaxing. Just some Earth Day hikes.
Yeah, you're Earth Day hiking, you're hanging out at home, you're being a teenager, letting your mom take care of you.
I know, it's great.
It's kind of amazing. Well, speaking of amazing things, are there amazing things in the news today?
Yes, actually, the headline that I picked kind of has to do with the fact that I just traveled across the ocean on a plane. And, you do get that guilt from having to use air travel. But my headline reads, 7 tips for zero waste air travel. So you can at least alleviate some of the guilt that comes with air travel. These tips actually go beyond, buying carbon offsets. So should I just dive in?
Yeah, I want to know because I want to start planning some trips.
Yeah, exactly. This is probably helpful for a lot of us eco-minded people who want to take advantage of the fact that COVID is kind of fading away, or we're just learning how to deal with it.
Subsiding temporarily.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So the first tip is to go digital. So back in the day, we always had to print our boarding passes and wait in the line to check in and et cetera, have our hotel confirmations and everything in our hands.
I used to travel with binders, literally a binder with all of my information.
Yeah, my mom would do that, and have it all in laminated sheets so that nobody would ruin things.
Exactly.
But now you can just do that on your phone. Most people who are traveling are probably going to have a device and they can just download everything, put it in a digital folder instead of a messy, could get lost, could get crumpled real folder. And then that just keeps everything safe anyway. Just, remember to keep your device well charged or plug into the airports. They always have those amenities.
Right. There's charging stations everywhere. So
Yeah, no excuses. You could also pack snacks. So instead of relying on those, those like tiny plastic wrapped peanuts or the vending machine bag of chips, you could just bring your own food. You just have to follow the TSA's guidelines and make sure that you are able to take whatever munchies you want to bring with you. Before packing fresh produce like fruits or veggies, just make sure you're not flying internationally or to Hawaii or Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands, because I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to bring fresh produce on the plane. Kind of in the same line, bring a water bottle, like a reusable water bottle that you can fill right after the security checkpoint. And honestly, like this does not only just save the earth, it also saves your wallets, because I was looking at the water bottle prices at the airport and I'm like, I'm not going to pay $8 for a water bottle. This is ridiculous.
Right. They're a bit ludicrous. Exactly.
But I guess like if you don't bring a water bottle, the airport knows you don't really have any choice. You could transfer liquid personal care items to those small cute containers that you can buy, also reusable. And they're just as cute, as the travel size toothpaste tubes and cute shampoo containers and stuff.
Okay, I totally see myself transferring like shampoo and face wash and conditioner. But toothpaste? Like, can you really transfer? I mean, I guess if you transferred your toothpaste into a little tub and then you just dipped your toothbrush, but like, I'm going to call a maybe not on the toothpaste, unless you guys can send me a link of like a really cute, efficient, and hygienic way that you can transfer toothpaste.
We'll skip the transferring the toothpaste, like squeezing the tube into another container, but you could go solid. There's like those toothpaste tabs now that you can get, and you chew them up, and then you like add the water and your brush, and that is actually the next tip. So thank you very much, Summers.
I wasn't even trying to help you, but look at that. All right. Instead, get solid stuff. I like it.
And you can do that with shampoos and conditioners and soaps. Actually, I really like solid soaps. You can get fancy ones with like raw honey or et cetera, et cetera. And then you don't have to deal with the hassle of pouring liquid products into reusable travel-sized containers.
Right. And you know what? Not that this is like a brand promo here, but I love all of the Lush products that are solids. They have like, Lush has great shampoos.
Yeah, okay. I've been meaning to try solid shampoos and conditioners. I try not to wash my hair too much anyway, but I don't know. I'm down with the soaps, but I don't know about the shampoo yet. I'm gonna give it a try though and let you know.
Yeah, give it a try, and just know that you just do it differently, right? Like you're with the solid shampoos, imagine that you're like washing your skin that your hair grows from more than you're washing the hair. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Focus on the scalp.
Yeah, exactly. It's like scalp cleaning with like a little rinse for the hair, which is probably better for your hair anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The next tip is to put together a zero waste travel kit. So a lot of our listeners maybe already have something like this for when they go out to eat or like get takeout. You could just fill it with whatever customized needs you might have. So if you're a big eater, then just make sure that you have your cutlery there, your reusable straws. If you know you're going to probably buy something at the duty free or, pick up a book, then bring your own reusable shopping bag, just fill it with all of those things that would otherwise be single-use plastic or something disposable. And then you can just say no to single-use items. So this will take a little bit of planning, but pack earbuds that aren't Bluetooth. I know that the AirPods and everything are very popular, but if you wanted to tune into a movie or something, you have to have that little connection.
You have to have
Yeah, so that's what I noticed when I was traveling. But also just say no to their snacks and their airplane food. I mean, airplane food doesn't really have a good rep anyway, so just plan it out, pack your own sandwiches and stuff. If you do forget a reusable water bottle, because traveling is crazy, sometimes things slip your mind, then consider asking the flight attendant for a full bottle or can of whatever you want. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe they won't give it to you, but if you explain like, oh, I just don't want to, kill this planet, then maybe they'll give it to you.
You might find a compatriot in saving Earth.
Exactly. So those are all the tips. I'm sure there are more. If listeners have some more, then maybe email them to the Optimist
Yeah.
Daily and we'll do a follow-up. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And tell us if you do put toothpaste into a container, how you are pulling that off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of reusable things, actually, our stories work very well together because my story is about a policy change that also has an economic impact on reusable plastic.
Oh, nice.
LA County, Los Angeles County mandates compostable and recyclable dining ware. As the largest economy in the United States and often an economic trendsetter, California has been at the forefront of a lot of major changes in the United States. This has been the case with many of California's green vehicle and driving regulations, and now it might be the same with plastic waste. To reduce plastic waste, the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors has approved the official requirement of all takeout food containers or other takeaway diningware items from restaurants like plates and utensils to be compostable or fully recyclable by 2023. Also, dine-in restaurants will not be allowed to serve food on single-use diningware. Places like food trucks and farmers markets will likewise have to abide by the new rule. Now, this seems like a great opportunity for all the companies who make compostable and recyclable diningware. This is one of those solutions that I love because there is an economic opportunity for new growth businesses that is mandated by policy, but also can improve a dining experience. This ordinance is also banning the sale of polystyrene foam or styrofoam in items like coolers, diningware, and pool toys. I don't think you want styrofoam in your pool anyway because it breaks down and then it's terrible and then you have to clean it. Anyway,
You could accidentally eat it.
yeah. Could you? Do you accidentally eat
I
things
mean, like,
often while you're in the pool, Ariel?
I mean, despite my name and the mermaid reference, I'm not the strongest swimmer. So, if you're like kind of having a drowning moment and
You might
just
just bite your pool toy for safety.
No, but because it crumbles in and then you're like,
Right, right. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Because that could happen too. Now, back to this story. There is a quote in this story which makes me laugh because clearly it was written by a PR person, but I think it says it very well. LA County Supervisor Sheila Cool said in his statement, "It's time we put a fork in our use of plastics," and took a bite out of the overwhelming amount of plastic county residents needlessly use. A silly quote, but it does make me smile. Time to put a fork in it. The new law has a financial penalty for vendors that violate it that go from $100 a day to $1,000 a year. So it's not actually a huge financial penalty, but oftentimes in these sorts of circumstances, that financial penalty is there as a reminder so that people can, really, really try to abide by it. Similar ordinances have already been successfully passed in San Mateo and Marin County, and Los Angeles will affect far more people with several thousand restaurants and food service establishments and over 1 million residents in Los Angeles County. As always, this is a boondoggle of opportunity for the manufacturers of recyclable diningware, but it's also a great opportunity for those businesses that make the polystyrene or non-recyclable single-use diningware to pivot, to collaborate, to create new business opportunities. If COVID has taught us anything, it has taught us that we can pivot relatively quickly into new fundamental creations and opportunities and expansive growth for everyone that actually makes the world a better place. So, one of those stories that I get very excited about. Well done, LA County. We'll see if I can get Hayes County or Travis County, Texas to do it next. We'll see. We're working on No Mo May here in Austin.
Nice.
So, the Optimist Daily is trying to really push No Mo May here in Austin. So, we're giving it a try. All right. Other great stories on the Optimist Daily today include this sloth orphanage nurses sloth babies back into the wild for your awe factor today. 3 benefits of sound healing to bring your body to vibrational balance. And the Hubble takes beautiful images of galaxies dancing. What else?
There is an exciting new discovery that may revolutionize prostate cancer treatment and prevention.
I think that's a non-invasive one, too.
Oh, well, readers will just have to find out by visiting the site.
Nobody likes an invaded prostate.
On the lighter side, why does the cream in an Oreo always stick to one side? I've never wondered, but now I'm very curious.
This is going to be one of those things that people are putting on social media that was like, I was this many years old when I learned this thing. I'm curious now, too.
And this app could put a stop to the illegal hawksbill sea turtle trade. Save the turtles. All of that and much, much more is available on theoptimistdaily.com. We promise to continue to share positive, solution-based stories with ideas on how you can participate in this changing world and ensure it is changed for the good. We promise to cover the current events with accuracy, legitimate sources, and offer you the information we all need to chart new paths for all of us.
And if you haven't already, come on, guys, send to April. I need your help. I need you to become an emissary on theoptimistdaily.com for as little as $5 a month and support reader-funded independent journalism. Here's the deal, guys. If we don't have more emissaries, The Optimist Daily is going to be open to shifting our model into an advertising-based model. We're not against it, but we haven't done it. But economic certainty and viability for our organization may require it. That being said, we will always be grateful for our emissaries and those of you who are available to help us keep The Optimist Daily free to all who need it, supported by those who can. Thank you, everybody. Have a great Monday, and we'll be back tomorrow with more solutions.